Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tim Anderson, aka Renfail, and welcome to the next episode in our continuation of the Lord of the Rings Online Epic Book Quests, or the Epic Quest lines of the game, which follow in the footsteps of the Fellowship and lead you on a series of absolutely epic, lore-heavy, and text-heavy adventures, which I think everyone should experience because they are absolutely amazing. So be that as it may, I'm covering all of these quests here on YouTube. If you've seen the previous episodes and you're following along, that's awesome. If not, this is your first time, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get updates for when I go live or when I have new videos that are here on YouTube. I play a lot of RPGs, I do a lot of different types of videos. You can search the channel to find out exactly. So I appreciate the support and the follows, and hopefully you enjoy what you're about to see. So we are now jumping into, we're in Volume 1, Book 2, and we're about to start Chapter 3,
What do you need?
Loremaster Uzorr. So in the previous section, in the previous two quests, we have been helping Candace search for the trail of Radagast the Brown to find out where Radagast may have gone so that he can help us figure out what's going on here in the Lone Lands. Candace lost his bow and he had to retreat, and that's where we're headed now. I would have easily evaded the orcs I pursued Telemar were it not for the War Master that traveled with them. Uzorr, they called him, and gave to him what respect that their kind reserved for their strongest and fiercest warriors. It is likely that Uzorr returned to Bleak Rift within the Midgewater Pass, for that seemed to be his domain. He must be slain, and whatever orders were given him recovered. Bleak Rift is northwest of here, on the northeastern edge of the Midgewater Pass, surrounded by a shallow body of water. Defeat War Master Uzorr, and look for a letter of some kind near his person. Return to me victorious, and we will discuss further what must be done. Bleak Rift is likely to be a dangerous place, Telemar, so be careful. I will continue my search for Radagast. Now, you might as well pick up the other two quests that he has available here, because they happen to be in the same area. So, Orc
How can I be of
Thieves,
service?
and preparing for the future.
What do you need?
And we are going to take a little bit of a ride north of here. So hop on your mount, and let's go. It's not too far, but it is a little bit of a ride. Still ash. I want you wood, please. White Hand of Saruman, for those of us who know the lore. And yeah, there's no spoilers at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Books have been out for a very, very long time. So is the game, 13 years. And the movies, like 20 years? And we just work your way up. I got his bow, which technically is an optional quest, but we did it since we're here. Looks like we're gonna have ads. Maybe not. Another point to spend. I always forget to do that after I level. It pays to remember. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, where's my bird? Why is he not attacking? Oh, I don't have my bird because I spent a point. I always forget that. Alright. One more lockbox to find. Alright, and here we have Warmaster Uzorr. Grab his letters. Mez the ad. And now we go back to Candace. If we read the quest, it says, you were victorious over Warmaster Uzorr and have obtained a letter that surely contains his orders from whatever power commands the orcs that have ventured into the Lone Lands. And because we know it's the White Hand, we know it's Saruman. Spoiler. Hopefully I can train out of here. Archers like to take a bit out of me. Goodness, that's a lot of orcs. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Alright, Candace. The other quests quickly.
How can I be of service?
Alright. Book 2, Chapter 3, Warmaster Uzorr.
How can I be of service?
Ah, another letter written in the black speech, Telemar, and its meaning evades me, as did its fellow. This one, however, bears the mark of the white hand. I must know what message this letter bears, Telemar. This is not a task for you. I have finally discovered information on the whereabouts of Radagast, but there is something that you should see first. I'll take the cloak.
What can I do for you?
As I was returning from the lands to the east, the night sky over Weathertop was lit by bright flashes of white light, akin to lightning, yet no clouds darkened the sky, and of thunder there was no sound. I think that no ordinary storm visited Aman-Sul that night. I need you to search the ruins atop Weathertop and see if there's anything to find, my friend. If you find anything out of the ordinary, return to me immediately. Book 2, Chapter 4, Light in the Darkness. Now back in the day, I don't remember if this shortcut was here or if we just didn't know about it, but we used to go all the way around to the southeastern base of Weathertop to follow the actual path up. Otherwise, there is this little shortcut you can take, which gets you all the way up to the top in but a moment. And there's the rune-covered rock. You take a rubbing of the runes on the rock and put it in your pack. Follow that same shortcut back down. Ah, you found something. Let me see this rock rubbing you have made. The runes are common, but I do not know what they signify. I'm afraid this does not tell me much of the lightning, Telemar, but it does tell me something of the source. Likely the same person responsible for sending you to me. Alright. Now, Chapter 5 is actually quite a bit longer, and it's an actual instance, which you can kind of get a preview here because you can either do it solo or in a fellowship. So we're going to be stopping this episode here and continuing this in the next episode where we actually do the instance itself called Retaking Weathertop.
What do you need?
Telemar, I have news of Radagast, but I must ask you once again for assistance here. The letter you recovered from Bleakrift speaks of the Orcs' true goals, taking control of Aman-Sul. Orc forces are to move towards the crest of Aman-Sul under cover of night and will move in a large group, establishing small units along the paths from that larger force. We cannot stand against the force when they are assembled, but we can once they are splintered. They wish to establish a base that will allow them advantage over the entirety of the Lonelands. Must foil their plan. Return to me when you are ready. Together we shall scale Aman-Sul and defeat Riul, their leader, before he can carry out his master's will. So I've taken the solo version, which we're going to be doing in the follow-up episode, so make sure you stick around, stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see everybody in the next episode when we do Book 2, Chapter 5, Retake Weathertop.